welcome to the Active for Life online studio. Today we are going to be doing an upper body strength workout. So we are going to be working on the muscles in our shoulders and in our back and in our arms, and this workout is part of the posture program, which you can find up in the training plans menu above. So we're going to get right into it today. We're going to start with a little bit of mobility for our shoulders and for our upper body to warm up and get moving. All right, so we're going to start off with some nice deep breaths. We're going to breathe in deep and exhale out. Breathe in deep once more, bringing your arms up, stretching, reaching towards the ceiling, and back down. Once more, breathing in, coming up. You're going to grab one wrist with the opposite hand and then exhaling, pulling over to the side, stretching out through the side body. And exhale, drop both arms down. Inhale, bring them back up, grabbing onto the opposite wrist, pulling gently to the side, stretching it out. And back down, exhale, letting your hands drop. All right, on this next inhale, you're gonna bring your feet just about hip width apart. You're gonna inhale deep and then forward, fold down, reaching towards the ground, breathing out, breathing in, coming halfway up, and then exhaling down, forward, folding again. And we're gonna do this a couple times. We're gonna come all the way up, breathing in, reaching up, exhaling, folding down, breathing in, halfway up, breathing out, folding down, and breathing in, coming all the way up. We're going to do it once more. Folding forward, breathing in, halfway up, breathing out, lowering down, breathing in, coming all the way up, and exhaling, just lowering your hands back down to the ground. Roll your shoulders out a little bit. Rolling the shoulders, letting them relax. They're gonna be asked to do a lot today. And then we're going to start just moving the elbows in and out. Bring them up, directing your hands out to your side. And then we're gonna work on the wrists, rolling them out. They're gonna be asked to do a lot today, but I am going to have some modifications for those who don't have a lot of strength in your wrists. Keep wiggling those fingers, stretching them out, pulling them, whatever wakes them up. There isn't a lot of modifications for upper body workouts that work your arms without any equipment. So if you are the kind of person who has a lot of wrist pain, I do know some modifications and I will be showing them in this workout. But if you do have a lot of wrist pain, looking into workouts that work with weights and with bands are really one of your best bets for finding something that will really help you build strength in your arms and in your shoulders without putting that awful weight on your wrists constantly. So we are going to get into our workout now. We're going to come to the end of your mat, so you're looking down towards it. You're going to breathe in deep, bringing your arms up once more, forward folding again. And take your time, slowly walk it out into a downward dog. We're going to take a moment here, stretch it out. Pedal your feet if you need. And then slowly walk it down into plank. Holding your plank here strong, letting it settle, bringing your back nice and straight. When you're in your plank, you want to make sure that you're engaging those core muscles. Keeping your back nice and bringing that bum down so you're nice and straight. And if you ever need, of course, you can always drop to your knees. If when you're up, full arms, if that is hurting on your wrist in a plank position, you can always come down. So this is kind of the least impact form. Move it up, move it up. And bring it back into child's pose. Stretch it out. Stretch those arms out ahead of you, bringing your head down to the ground as much as you can. If you need to give yourself some space, spread your knees apart so that your hips can sit in nicely. Breathing deep and inhale, come up into tabletop. All right, here's where we're really gonna get into the work here. So we're gonna start off with some bird dogs, a nice light one, where we are lifting one hand, opposite foot, kicking straight out, so you're trying to make a nice straight line with your leg and your arm, and then bringing it back in, touching down. So lifting up, opposite arm, opposite leg, takes a little bit of thought here. Breathing in, lift up, breathing out, bring it back down. You're gonna have to really engage these core muscles as you go to keep yourself stable. If you feel yourself falling over, please come all the way down and correct. Don't try to keep holding up while you're wobbling, because then you can definitely hurt your back doing that. Breathing in and coming down. So you should be at about 5 right now, but I want you to be moving with your breath, so whatever pace feels comfortable for you. And coming back down. So you can probably feel this a little bit more in the legs than in the shoulders, but that always depends for you. That's 7, we're gonna do 3 more. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, coming down. 2 more. Last one. And coming down to center. Go ahead, sit back into child's pose, stretch out those arms, give them a moment. I always like to give wrists a decent amount of break in between workouts. They're small joints and easy to injure, so I like to be nice to them. Plus, mine kind of need it. Our next one we're going to do is a tabletop rotation. So we're going to be doing about 10 on each side. So pick which side you want to start with and kick out the opposite leg, tucking it back just a little bit. And then you're going to bring your arm up, placing your hand just behind your ear. And we're just going to be twisting down, bringing your elbow towards your arm, and twisting back up all the way through. Now make sure you work at whatever range of motion feels most comfortable for you. You should be engaging the muscles through the core, working on shoulder mobility here, as well as spinal stability, which are both very important for good posture. That's about 5 for me, but moving at whatever pace is comfortable for you. We're gonna do about 5 more. 4. If you ever need to take a break in between, let your wrists rest, go ahead. Remember, you can always hit pause on a video. 2 more. 1. And 2. And come back down. I'm going to take a second, shake my wrist out here, bring some blood back to the hand here. I'm also going to take a second to get some water, because staying hydrated is important. Okay. So now we are coming into the next side. Getting those arms re-squared up underneath your shoulders. Bring your one hand back and behind your ear. Tucking that opposite foot back just to give your hips a little bit more space to rotate. And bringing it up and back down, elbow to arm. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you come down. This is 5. Concentrating on keeping that back nice and stable, core engaged. That's 8. 2 more. Coming down and up once more. Down and up. And coming back to rest. All right, so the next few we're going to be going and laying down on our stomachs. Now I know that this is uncomfortable for some people, so I will be showing some demonstrations up in the corner there. So just watch for that if coming down on your stomach is uncomfortable. Okay, so the first one we're going to be doing is some prone extensions, working on the extension muscles in your back. So you're going to come all the way down to the ground here. You're going to bring your hands up, bending your elbows so that your fingers are sitting just underneath your forehead here. You're going to be laying right down, but I'm going to lift up so that I can keep talking to you guys a little bit. So you're going to be laying down, and then as you breathe out, coming up, extending through the back, lifting your chest up off the ground, and coming back down. So whenever you're ready, getting into a comfortable position, feet flat or toes tucked, doesn't matter. Lifting up as you breathe out, and breathe in, coming back up or down. That's 5. We're doing 10 here. As many as you can do. Remember to check for the modification. If it doesn't feel good, you can always change up halfway through. We do 2 more. Lifting and down. And lift and down. All right, next we're going to be doing some swimmers. So for these ones, you're going to be, again, still laying on your stomach. Watch above for the modifications. Coming down so that your chest is down on the ground. You're going to be lifting up just slightly, arms up above your head, and swimming. 1, 2, like so. So we're sustaining that hold there, but if you ever need a break, please do take it. So, arms up above your head, breathing in, lifting up, and swimming. 1, 2, like so. Keep breathing nice and steady. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bringing it back. And stretch it out a little bit there. You can always come back up. Move your shoulders around a little bit. So we're going to do 1 more in this position. So we're going to be doing a little fly here. So you're going to have your arms out to your side. Again, you're going to be lifting up and holding just slightly. And you're just going to be retracting your shoulder blades, bringing your shoulder blades back together, and coming back down 10 times. So when you're ready, breathe in and come up, and flying your arms just slightly 10 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and coming back down. And go ahead and push up and back into child's pose. Stretch out between the shoulder blades there. And coming back up into sitting. All right, so we are gonna roll those shoulder blades out a little bit. And then we are gonna walk it back out into tabletop, and we're gonna get ready to take our plank position for a few big deep breaths. So finding whichever position is comfortable for you, like I demonstrated at the beginning, you can be down on your forearms, on your knees, whatever is comfortable. Find your nice straight line and settle in. We're gonna take 5 big deep breaths here. Always feel free to change your position halfway through. Take a rest if you need it. Push up into downward dog. One more big deep breath. And then we're gonna turn on to your side. You can stay out on your feet on this. I'm dropping to my knees here. We're gonna come up to our side, reaching up for a side plank. We're gonna hold again here for 5 big deep breaths. Again, you can always go down on your forearm as well. It's all about making the workout work for you. I wonder how many times I've actually said that now. One more big deep breath here. And you're gonna roll back through to your regular plank. You can give yourself a moment here to rest it. And then you're gonna breathe in again, rolling to the other side. Other arm up, holding again for 5 big deep breaths. And coming back down again onto both hands and pushing back, taking the weight off of your wrists, stretching back into child's pose. We're gonna come back up, and we're all gonna come down to our forearms for the next plank, but it's up to you as to whether you are down on your knees or up on your toes. We're gonna do some plank slides, and this is our last one here today. So we're gonna bring the knees up, sliding forward and back. Forward and back. 10 times. So if you're on your knees, and back, and forward, and back. Keep going. That's 6. 8. 9. And 10. And drop the knees. And push it back into child's pose again for the last one. You're gonna stretch it out, really rest into it. That last one is a burner. For such a small movement, it really takes a lot of concentration. And we're gonna come up into tabletop. We're gonna do a few cat-cows here. So you're gonna breathe in, bring your head up, drop your stomach down, tip your tailbone to the sky. And then exhale out, rounding your back, dropping your head down, tucking your tailbone under. You're going to continue doing this back and forth, breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you round down at your own pace. really stretching through the shoulder blades when you come up. Kicking that tailbone out when you come down. And then we're going to do a last one for our shoulders. We're going to do a little twist and thread the needle. So again, you're going to pop that one leg back, twist that opposite arm up, and then thread it down and under your opposite arm, laying down to the ground. Check out just above if this is uncomfortable for you. I'll show a demonstration of a way to modify. You're going to lay and breathe into this if you can. And then you're going to come up, arms up and back to center. Kicking out the opposite leg. You're going to twist up on the other side and come down, threading the needle through under the legs. Bring the knees back to the same position and laying your head down to the ground. You can also extend that top arm, giving yourself some space. And then coming back up to center and sitting back. You can either sit back on your bum, cross your legs, or sitting on your knees, whichever one's more comfortable for you. Okay, so sitting however is comfortable for you, we're going to roll the shoulders back. And then round them forward once more and let it rest, shake it out, and our workout for today is done. So that is our upper body strength workout, part of the posture program. So if you're looking for the rest of the program, check out the training plans above. If you are using the training plan, please, of course, you can always come and talk to me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns in the Facebook group. You can also just come and join us for the fun of it, because we're always talking about different kinds of fitness topics, sharing different blogs. It's a good place to be. So that is all for our workout today. I will talk to you guys next time, and stay active, friends.